Yes, goats can eat squash. It is perfectly safe for them, and as a matter of fact, they love to eat it. It has been a common observation of many goat keepers that when they tried to feed squash to their goats, results were very positive. Before feeding squash to your goats, remember to cut it into bite-sized treats. It is important to do so because bite-sized chunks will be easy for goats to swallow. Bigger pieces can cause choking. Is squash good for goats? Squash belongs to the cucurbitaceae family of garden greens. Now, what is the specialty of these garden greens, and why are they beneficial for your goat's health? Let us see. Vegetables and fruits belonging to the cucurbitaceae family possess high nutritional value if fed as a diet to goats. They are also considered natural dewormers. Another great thing about squash is that it can be stored for a long time. So during the winter when fodder is scarce, this fact can come in really handy. Isn't it a point to ponder? So yes, squash is a nutritive diet, and if you are wondering about feeding it to your goats or not, you have a green light here. Can goats eat squash vines? Not all goats like to eat squash vines. But that does not mean it is not safe for them to eat. Squash vines are perfectly edible for goats. The reason due to which some goats might show reluctance while feeding on squash vines is that goats take time to get comfortable with new or certain diets. However, if you feed it gradually, you will succeed in bringing your goats round to eat squash vines quite easily. Can goats eat squash and zucchini? Goats can eat both the squash and zucchini. Squash, as discussed earlier, is perfectly edible for goats. They love to eat it whenever it is fed to them. Squash has a high nutritional value and can be great for your goats. Zucchini is also safe for goats. A goat keeper, while sharing her experience, said that her goats did not like zucchini the first time, but on the second or third try, they were all over zucchini. Zucchini being huge can be a little difficult for goats to swallow. Cut it into small slices and then feed it to your goats. Zucchini is tender and a wonderful treat, feel free to feed it to your goats. Summary. Squash has many health benefits for goats, so there is nothing to worry about if your goats like to eat it. Squash is essentially a power-packed veggie as it is rich in vitamins and minerals. However, squash is a treat. It cannot be a regular diet for your goat. So, if you want to bring variety to your goat's diet sometimes, you can go with squash. Goats love to munch on healthy vegetables and fruits now and then.